Can you hear it? The crackle of a fire that has burned for centuries, its embers holding the whispers of a people, the breath of a nation that refused to be extinguished. What does it mean to keep a sacred fire alive when the world tries to extinguish it with forced marches and cultural amnesia? What does it take to rebuild a language from the brink of silence, to reclaim traditions that were once forbidden? And how does a spirit, once shattered, rise again, stronger and more vibrant than before? Tonight, we journey into the heart of the Potawatomi Nation, the keepers of the fire, to uncover a story not just of survival, but of astonishing resilience, whispered through generations, etched into the very soul of a people. This is their legacy, their power, their enduring flame. For generations, the Potawatomi, a vital part of the Anishinaabe, the people of the first man, lived in harmony with the land. They were the steadfast guardians of the sacred fire, a symbol of their unity and spirit, while their Ojibwe kin were the keepers of the faith and the Odawa, the keepers of the trade. But this harmony was brutally disrupted. The insatiable hunger for land led to a dark chapter in American history, the Indian Removal Act of 1830. Imagine the raw, visceral pain of separation. Picture young Asa, no older than 10, gripping her grandmother's hand, eyes wide with fear as soldiers rounded up their village. The year is 1838. This was the start of the Potawatomi Trail of Death. From their ancestral lands in Indiana, they were forced westward, a brutal 660-mile march, an exodus that claimed over 40 lives, mostly women and children, in just 2 months. A 2023 article from the Milwaukee Public Museum recounts this harrowing journey, highlighting the unimaginable suffering endured. In that moment, the fire flickered, its light seemingly dimming against the encroaching darkness. The physical removal was just the beginning. The assault on their spirit continued through assimilation policies. Children were snatched from their families, forced into boarding schools where their language was silenced, their traditions deemed savage. This was a deliberate attempt to sever the spiritual cord, to extinguish the sacred fire within. Imagine an elder, silent and stoic, witnessing his grandchildren speak only English, their native tongue, the very vessel of their ancestral stories, fading from their lips. Yet, even in the deepest shadows, the embers glowed. The stories, the songs, the ceremonies, they went underground, whispered in hushed tones around hidden campfires, passed down in defiance. It was a silent rebellion, a testament to an unbreakable will. The Potawatomi endured. They survived. And in that survival, they carried the fire, a tiny ember of hope passed from one generation to the next, ready to ignite anew. What was the secret to keeping that ember alive? It was the hidden truth, the profound power embedded in their language, their stories, their very way of life. The Potawatomi language, Neshnabemwin, is more than just words, it's a living repository of their history, their cosmology, their humor, and their deep connection to the natural world. Tragically, the forced suppression led to a devastating loss. A 2023 article from the Milwaukee Public Museum confirms that as recently as a few years ago, there were fewer than 5 fluent Potawatomi speakers left in the entire nation. Think about that for a moment. Imagine a library of ancient wisdom, a vast oral tradition, reduced to a handful of voices. The sacred fire, though never extinguished, was perilously close to becoming a memory. But something extraordinary is happening. The children of the keepers of the fire are reclaiming their heritage. Meet young Mishka, a fictionalized character, whose eyes light up as she grapples with the intricate sounds of Neshnabemwin. She's part of a growing movement, a cultural renaissance. She sits with elders, meticulously recording their words, their stories, becoming a bridge between the past and the future. This is the power of a people rediscovering their voice, finding their deepest strength not in what they lost, but in what they refused to surrender. The flicker has become a flame once more. Across the disparate bands of the Potawatomi Nation, from Oklahoma to Michigan, Wisconsin to Kansas, a powerful revitalization effort is underway. Tribal nations are investing heavily in language immersion programs, creating cultural centers, and digitizing ancestral knowledge. The Hannahville Indian community, for instance, has a thriving cultural center actively preserving and teaching traditional crafts and language. According to Wikipedia's population statistics, while the federally recognized Potawatomi Tribe's number over 28,000 enrolled members, the spirit of unity and cultural resurgence transcends geographical boundaries. The fire is being tended by a new generation. They're building schools where Anishinaabe is taught as a primary language. They're hosting powwows that echo with the drumbeats of their ancestors. They're ensuring that the wisdom of the elders is passed down, not just preserved, but lived. This isn't just about survival, it's about thriving. It's about reclaiming a narrative, about weaving the threads of the past into a vibrant tapestry for the future. The story of the Potawatomi is a universal testament to the human spirit's capacity for resilience. It's a powerful reminder that culture is not static, it's a living, breathing entity that adapts, endures, and flourishes. The sacred fire of the Potawatomi, once threatened by the icy winds of injustice, now burns brighter than ever, a beacon of hope and a testament to their enduring power. From the sorrow of the Trail of Death to the triumph of linguistic revival, the Potawatomi have not just survived, they have risen. They carry forward the legacy of their ancestors, not as a burden, but as a guiding light. Their resilience is a reminder that even when the world tries to dim your light, the deepest parts of your identity, your history, and your spirit can never truly be extinguished. Have you ever fought to preserve something precious, something that defines who you are? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe for more stories of forgotten histories and enduring spirits,